morning and welcome. Patriot Radio News Hour. Joe and Jason, happy hump day out there. Hope it finds you well. We're in the middle of the week. Summer madness. People trying to go on vacation, wishing they were on vacation. On vacation. I will be on vacation the week of the 20th. So you will get a lot of Jason, which for some people that'll be a really good thing. Other people maybe not, but it's definitely going to be entertaining. I can promise you that. Lots of things to go over. First, let's give the number out. 800-951-0592. Right, you can use that number to buy your gold, to buy your silver. You can use that number to sign up for Texit. Heck, you can use that number if you just want to say hello. Well, you can. No crank calls. No crank calls. The website, allamericangold.com. Allamericangold.com. First, tonight in Colorado, 6 o'clock, big Texit meeting. This is going to be a meeting that involves how do you take your Texit and sell it. You're going to be how to buy it. If you want to buy the coins, right? All of those things. Important stuff. How to get on to the crypto exchanges. I highly recommend that you bring your coins with you, your wallets. For those of you that have them, bring them with you. Make sure, if I was you, have your checking account information handy. Right, your routing number, account number. Because when you sign up for these exchanges, you got to have that stuff. They got to know, right, where to send the money. That type of thing. Some of you will be inclined to do it while they're doing it. Others of you are going to be like, man, this is like a whole foreign language. I don't even know what's going on. That's okay. That's okay. The cool part is you'll see videos. Know where those videos are. So when you get home, you can go back, find those videos, watch them again, and do it at home. And the great thing with that was, hey, I can pause. Well, it told me to put in my bank account. Okay, let me hit pause here. Let me, and then I started again. Probably easier for a lot of people to do that at home versus trying to do it at the meeting. But I know some of you are already tech savvy. We will have the very first meeting for Texit in Phoenix the following Wednesday, the 16th. Now, I said 4 o'clock. That is now changed. A bunch of people let it be. No, wait a minute. I want to go, but I can't be for 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. I know that's, right around the rush hour type time, but it's July, so it won't be that bad. I'm locking down the location today. We needed a much bigger space. I know where one is. I'm making the call today. I'm going to try to have that very centrally located because I know we got people all over the valley. If this comes to fruition, the 101 and the I-17 where they come together is where I'm trying to make this happen. I will keep announcing this every day until we have the meeting next week. I'm trying to get Bobby Gray. He's a busy guy. Trying to get him to come on next week. No promises, but we will try. We'll get him again eventually. But the meeting in Colorado tonight at the radio station in Johnstown, 6 o'clock. Bring other people. If you got people that may be interested or just want to hear more, bring them. That's fine. Same thing with the Phoenix meeting. Bring your spouse, bring your kids, bring your neighbor. This is a huge opportunity. I learned yesterday the first person has become a millionaire because of Texit. He was miner number 20, by the way. I'm miner 3,000. We're going to be miner 9,000 before I get on the air on Monday. But things are growing very quickly. I did say yesterday, hey, I think in the next 10 days, 2 weeks, get ready. How about this? I'm going to say this. I may be a little aggressive with that. Last week of July, first week of August, we're going to see a lot of things happen, and we will see another bump up in the price here moving forward. When we get back, we're going to update you on the markets, update you on the news. We've got a huge opportunity in gold and silver, all coming up next. 800-951-0592. Really quickly here, let's look at the markets. The Dow is up 10 points. We'll see where it closes. The S&P's up 10 points. The Nasdaq's up 80. The 10-year note right now, 439. We'll see. We had issues in the bond markets globally everywhere, especially the 30-year notes. Matter of fact, the U.S. 30-year note yesterday almost touched 5% again. Started in Japan with a horrible auction there. We had a 3-year auction yesterday. Those are easy ones, not good. No foreign participation. I shouldn't say none, but way off the mark, a big tail. Gold's up 9 right now, 33.10. Obviously holding 33 yesterday. On the silver side of it, silver's down a little bit, but not much. A couple of pennies here right now on silver. 36, right around 36 and a half. And we've got several incredible opportunities for you today. I got 23 rolls of 1995 Silver Eagles. That's how long we've been around. This came out of an IRA that we did. I want to say we did it in 1996, but there is 1995 Silver Eagles in there. And for those of you used to be, right, the only 1996 Silver Eagles, they're right, the lowest mintage, plus they had issues, was worth and they still are, worth a ton. But now, 1995s, 1994s, 1997s, they're all worth a lot of money if they're in great shape, if they're in decent shape. We sold some of these last year. The same guy, same IRA. He's got to sell every year because he's over the age, right? And he's got a lot, And these ones, if you bought these ones are nicer. So the 95s, Silver Eagles, they had problems with the tops. Tops were loose. And so they got, a lot of toning involved in the 1995 Silver Eagles. Somebody was smart. I didn't do this. Somebody replaced the loose tops. In other words, the mint roll wasn't that great this year. They put them in newer rolls, better rolls, and I don't want to say they're tone free. They got, some got the tonings on the edge. You can't help that.
Rim toning from the plastic.
Yeah, the rim toning. But these are, I was like, wow. You don't see that in, think about this. 1995, these coins are 30 years old now. It's crazy. So I went and did some hunting. I went and looked. JM Bullion. Buy a roll of 95s from them. They want $68.63 or $1,372 for a roll of 1995s. APMEX, they want 3 cents more per roll, right? 68.66. I even found one. I looked everywhere. The money metals. I don't know a lot about them. They didn't really say what the coins looked like, but they just had 1995 62.58. Then I went on eBay because why not? There was one guy out there that was willing to sell them for $49.95, and he had five coins, right? No rolls. We're going to sell these rolls at $44.75, $895. And you think about a roll of Silver Eagles today, it's like $865. So you're only paying, an extra, $30 to get one of the rarest silver. I think 95s are second behind the 96s as far as value. Them and maybe the 97s, it's close. But only 800. Now, here's the thing. I only got 23 rolls. That's it. I don't have any more. If you buy a roll, we're going to give you 10 grams of silver bars. 10 1-gram silver bars for every roll you buy. Just to give you some more silver. Right? Make it even a better deal. On the gold side, ready? We're going to do it again. I think we did this last week, maybe 2 weeks ago. We're going to do it again. I have another almost 300, about 150 AU Liberties and 150 AU Saints. Okay, so AU's almost uncirculated, right? These things are, they're not beat up. Right? They're not beat up.
And they're not cleaned.
And they're not cleaned, right? They weren't dipped in coin cleaner, right?
Someone didn't put it in a necklace and shine it up to keep it nice looking,
right?
Because when you wear it as a necklace,
buffed it.
When you wear gold as a necklace, eventually the gold gets kind of gunky, right? From the oils on the skin and stuff. It doesn't change the gold, but it doesn't. So what they do is they shine it up, right, Joe? Over the years, it's illegal to own gold, but you want the gold that's in your necklace to be shined up. So that's what they call jewelry grade. It gets cleaned. It's not the shiny, clean coin doesn't look as good as the AU or the Mint State gold coin, Joe.
Okay. So, let's talk about price. Let's talk price. Gold is $32.10 and rising. I'm sorry, 33. Did I say 32? I think I did. 33.10. 33.10. 33.95. It's like $85 over spot, and these are AUs. And I'm going to do this. Every one you buy, I'm going to give you 10 grams of silver. If you buy 10, $33.75. That'll be $65 over spot. And you'll get 100 grams of silver. Now, I know some of you are like, gosh, I'm going on vacation. I'm going to be leaving town. No worries. If you guys can drop a check in the mail, tell us you're leaving. When you call in orders, tell us you're leaving town. And well, you know what we're going to say? No problem. Call us when you get back, and you can come pick it up or we'll ship it to you, whatever you want. And I'll say this. I don't care what you order today. It's free shipping today for anybody that doesn't pick up in our Colorado or Arizona office. So there you have it. You talk about huge sales today. The 1995 silver. These are just no-brainers. If you want to go out and sell them on eBay for $50, do it. And if you actually have a roll of them, you probably get more than $50 because the only ones that are $50 are guys that got, hey, I got one, I got two. Everybody, every dealer in the country, $60+ per coin. We're at $44.75, and you're getting 10 grams of silver. Let's not forget that on top of it. And then the AU $20 Liberties and Saints 1 through 9, $33.95 with 10 grams of silver, 10 or more, $33.75, and you get 100 grams of silver at 800-951-0592. Buy an AU gold for less than 2% over spot. Hello. That's why we've been doing this. You know what? How do you stay in business as long as we have? That's how. That's how. These are the deals that you can pick up. Is it every day? No. But when they're here, you're going to get them from us. Again, 800-951-0592. Don't worry if you're going to be heading out of town. Just tell us when you call us. Place the order. Drop a check in the mail. And then call us when you get back. And we'll have your product ready for you. Other than that, big news, tariff-wise, Donald Trump, 50% tariff on copper. Yeah, you heard it right. We will now be, good, bad, or different, the most expensive place in the world for copper. On top of that, he says that they're going to put a 200% tariff on pharmaceuticals. He hasn't done it yet, but on pharmaceuticals, obviously, what is he trying to do? Drive the manufacturing of those items back to the United States, and that's a double-edged sword. Think about, why did they have to put a 50% tariff on copper? Copper price, God, it's 5.5 now. It's crazy what copper did. Why? Well, because if you only put 25%, it'd still be cheaper everywhere else. To get it here, maybe they do, right? Maybe they do, but I don't know how people think this is all going to work out, Jason. I still don't get it, but here we are. And I think we're supposed to get more countries today, later, more of these letters. Obviously we know Japan and South Korea, 25%, and everybody else that got a letter yet. I mean, they weren't the biggest countries in the world, or higher than that. Apparently we're supposed to get more later today.
Yeah, I don't see how this helps the average person financially. It all leads to some sort of higher pricing. Unfortunately, the currency that's flooded all across the world, I talked about this yesterday, right, Joe, that it's not just the dollar. Look how much yen is being printed. We don't even talk about that. For a country that's the size that it is, look how much yen is printed. Look how much yuan has been printed. I mean, look, while we went into, quantitative tightening, China went into quantitative easing. They've been printing. If you look at all the currencies of the world order on the chart where it shows you how layers of how much currency there are, the currency on this planet is still going up. There's more and more currency. And we throw these tariffs on top of it, Joe, which is going to make everything a lot more expensive. I guess if we're going to looking for an economic reset, you got to rebalance so that everybody's paying a fair share. But when you reset it, Joe, maybe that's what this is. Let's have everyone tariff everything to an equal amount, and therefore when we flip the switch, off to the races. Who's going to benefit off the new financial world system? Maybe that's what it is. Joe, it's all I know is that people that are the average day citizens are going to be the ones that are hurt the most. It happens every time. And I've talked to some kids recently. They have such a slave mind, Joe. They're not going to worry about this. They'll be like, oh, well, what does the government want us to do? All right. It's bad, Joe. It's so bad. When you talk tariffs, we talk the economy, dollars and currencies. It's just bad. The whole thing is bad.
Run to the phone. Run to gold. Run to silver. 800-951-0592. I can't do any better than this. I got 23 rolls of 1995 Silver Eagles that you just don't get them. They're not attainable. They're not out there. They're not readily available. We're at $895. The big internet guys, JM, APMEX, right? They're at $68.63. They want basically $1,375 for the same rolls of silver. It's up to you. I'd pay $895. I don't know about anybody else. Plus, we're going to give you 10 grams of silver bars. 10 individual 1 gram silver bars.
1995 Silver Eagles. Just, we don't do a lot of stuff that has a little bit of a collector side to it, which this does. They're not making pennies anymore. Is that right, Joe? They stopped making pennies. Yeah. Coin collecting isn't, especially American coin collecting, isn't what it used to be. But I'll say this: if we go to a cashless society somewhere in the future, and coin collecting is not as popular as it used to be, they're going to keep making Silver Eagles. It's a bullion coin, and as a lot more attention is placed on silver and gold, and the more and more of these things are made, these earlier years now become the collectible coin. It becomes your 1909 VDB penny in the collection. 1996 is the number one coin, but those 1990s years, people just thought, well, what am I buying silver for? Bill Clinton and the Democrats, they got us thinking everything's great. I don't need to save any gold and silver. It's worthless. And then, Joe, you came in shortly after that and found out that gold and silver became very valuable.
Yeah, and it's like a hot rod, the car collecting. Same thing. There's certain cars that are worth more than others. And this is one of those that is. And like I said, at $100 silver, the reason is a lot of these guys, they want to have every year, right? Started in 1986. I got to have every single year. There's collectors like that. And these are the years that you don't get. Why don't we sell them? I could sell them. Because I want you to pay $68 for an ounce of silver.
Yep.
When silver's $36, $37. That's why. But guess what? Every once in a while, I can do it. And you only pay $44.75. It's nothing. Believe me, nothing. $895 for the roll plus 10 1-gram silver bars. And on the gold side, guys, I don't know. Maybe we'll take the day off tomorrow, Jason, if we still have it, because there's no way I can do better than that. I mean, come on. I'm at AU $20 Liberties or Saints. You pick them. $33.95.
It's a great price. It's such a great price.
Kitco's all busted up right now. They got a problem. But
and they're
TV
by the way,
gold-
they're AUs. These aren't just regular circulated $20 gold pieces. These are nicer ones that didn't get all shinied up for jewelry. These are ones that are really nice. They're you can't do better than the price on any grade or any value of these $20 Liberties. Then you get essentially a third of an ounce of silver on top of it, and you get 3.15 ounces of silver if you buy 10 of them. So it's
10 of them's at $33.75.
Yeah.
I mean, TV gold's $33.20.
Yep.
800-951-0592. And like I said, if you're going out of town, call us, buy them, and we'll get it to you when you get back. You just call us, okay, I'm back in town, and we'll get it done for you. Amazon Prime Day, or I guess it's days now. Not off to a good start, I guess. Down, early sales down significantly. By the way, NVIDIA, the world's first $4 trillion company. Why? Because we're going digital. Everything, data warehouse, it's their servers that get used. And they're just telling you what the future is going to be. And this is why, we've been talking about Texit coin for so long now, for the last, 2 months now? I think this is our 9th week, maybe. 8th or 9th week we've been talking about it. And if nothing else, you better know how to operate in this space. This is the area when we talk about, hey, how can you get in? How can you become a millionaire? I guess you can. You know what? If you work for the same company and actually have success and climb the ladder and never fully max out your 401k and never have to touch it.
And the company survives that whole time.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. You never got to. You may be able to become hey, I got to $1 million. Maybe. Few and far between. I just told you already, we already have the first guy that's become a millionaire on Texit coin. And here's the thing. The funny part is there's going to be like an avalanche of them over the next 90 days. But this is an opportunity. You listen, what did I just say? 50% tariff on copper? 200% tariff on pharmaceuticals? They're saying 25% tariff, everything from Japan and South Korea. Listen, things are not going to get cheaper. Sorry. I know everyone, but no, inflation's over. It's Trump. It's over because he said it's over. No. I want it to be. I wish it worked that way. But this is something where right now, remember when we first told you, whatever you put in, whether it's one seat, $9.95, that's the minimum. They cap it. The most shares you can buy, mining shares you can buy, is 9 shares. That's $8,955. And see, this is different than buying the coin outright. Right? This is instead, I'm investing in building out the mine. And every day, I get coins based on the percentage of the mine that I helped build, that you have. Over time, and you guys have seen this, listen, over time, right, you get a few less coins every day.
Percentage of the mine. It's a percentage.
It's a percentage of the mine. Now, here's the good part. The mine, as we continue to add more power, we're on this power kick right now. I mean, all this equipment coming on, being installed. They think that at full capacity, it can mint 120,000 coins a day. Right now, they're doing it like 90, 95, it fluctuates. But there is some potential here to get more coins per day, kind of soften that up as we expand. Talk more about it. 888-951-0592. Joe and Jason, Patriot Radio News Hour on this Wednesday. Deals upon deals today. 1995 rolls of U.S. Silver Eagles. Only $895. It's the cheapest anywhere by a million zillion miles. Plus, you get 10 grams of silver on top of it for no extra. And then the AU $20 gold pieces, Liberties or Saints, you get to decide. $33.95. Spots $33.20.
And free silver. And free silver.
And you get free silver. And if you buy 10, $33.75 and 100 grams of silver. You're welcome. 800-951-0592. Keep adding here. We will work around your vacation schedules. Don't worry. Drop a check in the mail, and we'll call us when you get back, and we'll take care of it. By the way, free shipping today. I think I said that. Free shipping for anybody. I don't care what you order. Free shipping today. 800-951-0592. Don't forget, 6 o'clock tonight at the radio station. Big meeting. Big Texit meeting. Learning how to buy it, sell it, trade it, do all those things, put limit orders in. Hey, how do we're getting to, okay, how do I use it now? How do I turn it back into money that I can use? We're going to be doing that. Next Wednesday, same exact meeting in Phoenix, 6 o'clock. Now, I think earlier this week I said 4 o'clock. A bunch of people called. I can't do 4. 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. We've had to I needed to find a bigger space. I've got an idea. I think tomorrow I'll have the exact announcement, but right now I'm shooting for something centrally located. The place I'm hoping to get is right off the 101 and I-17 freeways, but that will be next Wednesday. We had the big Zoom meeting with Bobby last night. I mean, do you know that we've got a coin with $1 million on it that all of us get to see? Anyone that's a member of Texas, you can see it anytime you want. You know it's there, right? $350,000 worth of gold and silver. We now have a Bitcoin reserve we've been adding to. That's at 130,000 and rising. I think maybe as early as, well, it could be today, I don't know, but within, I think, the next week, anybody who wants to just buy the coin, we're going to make it, Texit is going to make it easy for you. You don't have to worry about getting onto DexTrade or Bitmart. They're going to have it right on the website for anybody to buy. Anybody, whether you're a miner, not a miner, they're going to handle the transaction for everybody, so you don't have to worry about getting on DexTrade or Bitmart. But anybody that will want, it's going to be called Swap TXC. It is going to be awesome.
It sounds really good. Yeah, that sounds really good.
It just adds to the volume. It's going to be a huge change in volume. I mean, they advertise all over Texas. They're now in Louisiana, California. We're working on Colorado and Arizona. You may start seeing billboards in both places soon. This thing is coming like a freight train. You know, when Jason and I first brought this to you, it wasn't. Remember when we were telling you, hey, 180 days you'll have your money back. That's what we said. Go back and listen to the shows 8 weeks ago. 180 days. They're averaging right now something like 70-something days. And it varies. It can be 70-something to 90-something days. And you've already would have enough coins to get your initial investment back. And the growth pattern here, right? There's nothing has changed. The target for August, right, is $1.95. What was the
beginning of August or the end of August?
Well, it's just August.
Okay.
The target for August is $1.95. The funny thing was the target for July was $1.39. Of course, we've been at $1.39, but we've been over $1.39, under $1.30. We hit that heck in June. But the target for August is $1.95. So when you sit there and think about, God, I started, right? Yeah, not bad. I started at 55 cents when I first started, right? That's, almost 4 times already. I've got a feeling we'll probably go over that target. I don't know. That's...
Who cares? I'll take 50%.
Right?
I'll take 50%. Right? That's what that means. I'll take the $1.95. That's 50%. You got $2,000 in Texas coin. You're going to have $3,000 in August, and that's without you adding it with your hash. If you have $4,000 in Texas coin in August, that'll be $6,000 in Texas coin. That's not counting the next 30 days.
All the
plus
right,
adding.
and it's not counting another month's worth of coins.
Fantastic, right? Fantastic. I'll take 50%.
Guys, get involved here. Take a shot. You know what? If you're still skeptical, throw $9.95. Throw $9.95 and get a seat and see it for yourself. We'll be back after the 800-951-0592 Patriot Radio News Hour again. Just ridiculous sales. The show could repeat tomorrow because I can't do better than this. We'll see. See what comes up. If we sell, we sell them, then great. But I've got 1995 Silver Eagles. This price is ridiculous, and it's crazy how nice they look. You don't see 95s this nice. They had a bunch of issues with toning because the mint rolls weren't that good. They had some bad batches, for lack of a better term. But they're $895 a roll. It's like $500 less than anybody else. It's crazy, right? By the way, you get 10 grams of silver to go with it. I only have 23 rolls. That's it. Not even a whole case. You can buy them all. You can buy one. AU, $20 Liberties and Saints. $33.95. Spots, what, $33.10. TV Gold's like $33.20. $33.95. And you get 10 grams of silver for $33.95. If you buy 10, $33.75. And 100 grams of silver on top of it at 800-951-0592. And, of course, we've been talking about texting. Wednesday's kind of our text-it day. Bobby did update. When will all the seats in the mine be full? He said that his belief is no one else will allow to be a miner by the end of before next year ends. In other words, once the mine is completed, and it's 100 million mega hash or some outrage, I don't know, some technical number. There's a size, right? That's it. It doesn't get any bigger than that, and there will be no more seats to be had. That, he says, will come to an end, his belief, next year, before next year is over. It's been incredible as I've watched the mine and all the things, the amount of equipment that's been bought, and we keep working to decentralize. The mine is going to be decentralized all in Texas. It's the only crypto that's only mined here in the U.S. only. It is called I'll call it protective. I forget there's a word for it. It's a permission crypto. You need Texas permission to mine it, and they don't give it, right? It's only available to people wanting to buy mining shares of Texas, and they only will allow 10% of people not in the United States to buy mining shares, and right now this is like 5%. 5% outside of the country. 95% of the miners reside in the United States and or U.S. territory. Jason.
Yeah, I want to talk a little bit about the terahash. Maybe we'll do a little bit on the next hour.
We're going to talk some terahash on the half-empty cup, and then we'll switch some gears. Get signed up. Go to the meetings. 800-951-0592. Jason and I.